That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sunday Fun Day, and we are live in the alley with Billy Trzynski and Josh Savali. Let's go, Buffalo!
It's Sunday afternoon here in the alley. The footman is you at downtown Brucon Valley. Prognostication, hilarious jokes. So grab your beer, we're so glad you were live in the alley, folks.
Week 5 live in the
I wore my shirt.
You wore your shirt. We've got everything going on today. We got the Bills. We've got the Texans. We've got Django. We got DJ Joe Gould in the alley tailgate party.
DJ Joe Gould in the house. Oh my God.
Only 28 White Russians left, allegedly. Boy, the Bills could have used some White Russians on Sunday night, huh? Something to get over that performance.
I'm glad that game's over.
Me too. I was glad it was over in the third quarter.
So let's not talk about it.
Okay, a little bit?
Okay, a little bit.
A little bit about the game on Sunday. A couple firsts for the Bills and Josh Allen. They're not all good. The first time in 40 games the Bills lost a game by more than 6 points.
41 games, I think.
The first time in 40.5 games that the Bills lost by 6 or
40
more.
and a half.
Also, only the third time since since Josh Allen's sophomore year, it's only the third time where Josh did not have
2017.
either a rushing touchdown or a passing touchdown in the game. That's ridiculous. That's how good Baltimore's defense was against the Bills Sunday night. And they had Derrick Henry, who, do you think the two of us could tackle him one-on-one?
No fucking way.
What about 2?
Watch my
4,
language,
6,
Josh.
8? There are 9 of us. There are 9 of us in the immediate area. Could 9 of us take down Derrick Henry if we had like 10 yards to spare to take him on?
No way.
Not a
No
chance.
way.
Right? Taylor
huge.
Rapp tried to take him down like you're supposed to and got a concussion. I mean, that just tells you how crazy that was.
That tells you how big he is.
He's huge. And the worst part to me about his 87-yard touchdown runs, the guy sits down like it never even happened. He's ran 87 yards through the Bills' defense, and he's like, hi, how are you?
And he was fast.
Yeah. 22,
No one touched him.
21.8 miles per hour. El Tractorcito.
That's
So-
about as fast as I run.
When?
Never.
If you're in a car? Are you Fred Flintstoning the car? Is that how it's happening? So anyway, not good.
Yeah.
Not
that
great,
was a
Bob.
Tough
Not
game.
great.
Tough game.
But it happens, and I'm glad it happened now rather than later in the season. And also, I'd rather get blown out than lose by a field goal.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. They lost. Von Miller, he's lost for 4 games. Well, you can't choke your pregnant girlfriend, folks. Just put it out there. Well, that's what he did. You can't do that. They'll suspend you. Should be in jail, probably, but whatever. Yeah, thanks, Obama. Scott's got it. Thanks, Obama. Trump would never let that happen. So anyway, Von Miller's out, but on the good news, Terrell Bernard back in.
Oh,
Been
the
missing
bad
him for a
news.
couple weeks. What's bad news?
Oliver.
Oliver's out.
Oh, we're
Khalil
missing
Shakir is
so
out.
much.
But we better go play.
But we're going to play.
We're going to play. Actually, we're putting Crandall in. Crandall, your slot receiver today. Khalil Crandall. See? We've got it going on now. They'll never even know the difference. He's like lightning out there. You got to wear those shoes, though. He's got Zuba shoes on. These things come on over here. Show us the Zuba shoes. These are excellent. Hold it right up. Get higher. Oh, yeah, that's it. Get higher. Look at those things. Those things are beautiful.
Also nice legs.
Yeah. Well, I thought that went unsaid. They just look good. Anything more about Crandall's legs?
Maybe next week.
He'll go further. Oh, he's got a 6-inch inseam on those shorts. 5. Oh, wait a second. Never mind.
We're not talking about his legs.
Yeah, Zuba underwear.
Anyways.
Huh?
Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about stuff.
Yeah, that's all the Bills' notes on the loss. So 3-1. If the game continues the way it's going inside, the Bills can have a easy 2-game lead in the division with a win today. The Jets, look at, as far as the division goes, the Jets are the Jets. We don't really know. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know, Jim. How does he keep doing this? Miami don't look no good.
Here she comes again.
No, you can go in front.
She
It's
went
more
behind.
fun. It's more fun to go in front.
She likes it from behind.
Oh, boy, how much did you have to smoke this morning? Good Lord. Anyway, the Dolphins stink. The Patriots aren't very good. The Jets are the Jets, which we don't really know, Jim.
17-10, Jets got the ball.
Okay. So anyway, the division's wide open. So go ahead and get a win today and move on. I mean, you gotta lose last week. You gotta deal with the injuries, which you've been doing already this year so far. So screw it.
We're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. I haven't heard that in a while.
We are fine.
We are fine. Well, we're playing a team today.
Which team?
I was just gonna stop right there. End the show. We're playing a team. We're playing the Houston Texans today.
I can dig it.
Oh, can you now? And you're not sick of the Diggs talk yet? What are you gonna do?
Come on.
I know. The guy wanted out, he got out.
The guy's going to get 70 yards today.
Oh.
On 5 catches. Whatever, you know.
Is he going to score a touchdown?
Not on my watch.
No? You're wearing one? You can borrow mine. It's got Donald Duck on it. Who doesn't like Donald Duck? So anyway.
It cracks me up every time.
Yeah. Bills at Texans. They've got some injuries of their own. We've got a lot. So I'll say this right. I'm expecting a little bit of a shootout today. Let's lay it right out there.
I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
Speaking of in, we're going to put some guy in this chair.
Who?
Jim.
What are we doing?
Jives.
With Jimmy!
Yeah, we got theme songs. Uh-oh. Look out for that. Squeeze in there, Jim.
He's a pretty smart guy.
Fellas,
Hi, Jim.
you ready to talk Houston?
I was born ready to talk Houston.
That's what I like about you, man.
Yeah. Wait,
All right.
You know what comes from Texas?
Don't say it.
Steers and Willie Nelson.
All right. Go with that.
I like
Yeah.
that. Good approach.
All right. Since 2019, every year there's been a team that finished last in their division. Next year, go from worst to first and be division champions.
Uh-huh.
Last year, that went to Houston.
Uh-huh.
After 3 consecutive last-place finishes where they did not win more than 4 games a year, last year they posted a 10-7 record, first place in the AFC South. Today they come in, still first place in the AFC South, 3-1. Open up with wins versus the Colts and Bears. Got thrashed at home by the Vikings, 34-7. Mm-hmm. Last week, home game versus Jacksonville, who the previous week, they themselves were also thrashed by
The Bills.
This is a game where each score was answered by a score from the opposing team. Each team scored 3 times in the first half. Score, Houston 17, Jacksonville 13. Third quarter, Trevor Lawrence to Christian Kirk touchdown pass, put the Jaguars up 20-17. Houston ended up the scoring with 18 seconds left in the game. C.J. Stroud to, are you ready for this one?
No.
Dare Ogunbowale, 4th-string running back, touchdown pass, giving the Texans the win, 24-20.
How very English of them.
Houston is off to their best start in 8 years, but pretty much by the skin of their teeth. There was the one loss to Minnesota, soundly beaten 34-7. Their victories have all been by a touchdown or less, winning by 2, 6, and 4.
Well, they're getting wins, though.
They're getting wins. Coming into this week, they are one of 2 teams with a winning record to have a negative point differential, -15.
Wow.
The other one being Atlanta, -4, but they played one more game, too.
I think the Bills' point differential is like plus 50.
Something around there.
Yeah, it's up there.
Houston's offense, led by second-year quarterback C.J. Stroud.
He's good.
Texans drafted Stroud second overall in last year's draft. Stroud was the catalyst in getting Houston to their first division title in 4 years, on his way to being named Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Would they be where they are if they had flip-flopped between Carolina and them and they took Bryce Young instead?
No.
Right. Stroud, Carolina would be looking pretty good. He's a stud.
He's there. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
Carolina also has bad coaching.
Yes.
True,
So
but
he could have ruined them.
Right.
you can
Right.
almost
Yeah.
kind of make the comparison to this year with Caleb Williams and Daniels for Washington.
Yep.
Well, it's like every Jets quarterback who's
Yeah.
come up. They are pretty
Recently.
good elsewhere.
They're good now elsewhere. Sam Darnold. Hey, Andy Boda. Oh, he's got look at that Denver outfit.
Whoa.
Looking good.
Keep in mind.
Show it off a little bit. Come on, show the
Hold
outfit.
on, show off the outfit. Look at this disgusting rig. Pull out, get to your right. There it is.
And he's bringing a white Russian.
And he's got a white Russian. Only 30 white Russians left. 27, folks. Anyway, back to Houston.
Back to Houston.
Andy,
Texans
good to
off-
see you. Go Jays.
Texans offense, 2 major additions this year. First, of course, wide receiver Stephon Diggs.
Who? Whatever. Fine. He's gone. Yeah.
Buffalo traded Diggs, a 24 6th-round pick, a 25 5th-round pick to the Texans for Houston's 2nd-round pick next year's draft. He's been putting up good numbers.
He's fine.
He's got 25 receptions, 233 yards, 2 touchdowns, plus he scored his first career rushing touchdown last week.
Oh. Good.
However,
for him.
after 4 years of being the number 1 receiver in the Bills, he's secondary on Houston.
Yeah.
Number
They've
1
got some
guy-
receivers.
I call him third dairy this week, right?
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Number 1 guy is 4th-year wide receiver Nico Collins. Collins had a breakout year in 23, 80 receptions, 1,297 yards, and 8 touchdowns. This year, Collins leads the league in receiving with 489 yards. That is more than 100 yards than the next closest receiver.
Wow.
That's Malik Neighbors of the Giants, who has 386.
And they've only been winning games by single digits?
Yes.
I mean, it's the way the numbers make it seem like they should be doing a lot gooder.
And you were talking about Dick should be the 3rd guy. Houston is expecting their 3rd receiver, Tank Dell, to play today after missing last week with a chest injury.
A chest injury. Ooh. A bad cough?
Know who's not playing today?
Joe Mixon.
Right.
He shouldn't be playing ever. He's a woman beater.
Kind of like Von Miller.
That's
Speaking of chest,
Yes,
I'm
back
wearing
to
this
that.
pink hat because
Ah,
Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Say it right, Josh.
Awareness
But
month?
anyways,
Man,
that's my story.
that's good enough for us.
all right.
Good job, Josh.
Congratulations.
You really put me in that, Jimmer.
Set you right up and
Knock him down and all that.
all that. Anyways, Mixon had 4 1,000-yard rushing seasons with the Bengals. Came over to Houston, offseason trade for a 7th-round pick. That's it. He had a great first game where he had 159 yards and 1 touchdown. Week 2, he only had 25 yards before leaving with an ankle injury. Hasn't played the past 2 weeks. Out for today. Normally that would leave Dameon Pierce as the Texans' number 1 back, but he hasn't played since week 1, dealing with a hamstring issue, and is not expected to play today. Rushing duties go to 5th-year running back Cam Akers, previously of the Rams.
I really wish, not for nothing though. I
Sounds
do.
like a kicker.
Cam Akers? Because there was a kicker named Akers,
Yeah.
wasn't there? Was it Cam Akers?
Wasn't Cam
Green.
Akers.
It's not Green Acres either, Scott.
Who was it? Played for the Eagles. I know
Yes. The thing that, real quick, to touch on the Joe Mixon thing, I kind
Well, they're
of.
really down on rushing. If they're getting a kicker to rush for them,
Then they have Dare Ogunbowale.
Fourth stringer. I just wish, and honestly, I wish Joe Mixon was playing because that would almost make them want to run the ball more. Instead, they're going to open up the passing game because they're down a running back, and I think that bodes worse for the Bills. I don't like that. They're going to throw it. So are we.
Well, sticking with the Texans injury
Maybe.
report, 2 of their top reserves on the D-line are out, that being Derek Barnett and former Bill Jerry Hughes.
Yeah, he's still playing. Was he 37 years old?
He's up
He's
there.
up there.
Texans D has allowed the 5th fewest yards so far this year and 4th best in passing D. However, last week they allowed Jags quarterback Trevor Lawrence to have his first multiple touchdown game of the year, and they did allow Jacksonville to have 158 yards rushing.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Houston, listen up for this one, Josh, also leads the league with 40 penalties.
Push him back, way back.
I like to call them penalties.
Yes.
Too.
I've heard you say that multiple times.
11 of them on offensive lineman Laramie Tunsil.
Oh.
He leads the league most on an individual.
Gas mask man.
Yep. 14 is the number when talking about sacks in the Houston Texans. They've allowed 14 sacks, and they've had 14 sacks.
Oh.
Now, head-to-head, the Bills and Texans have played 11 times. Houston holds a 6-5 series lead. Houston has won 5 of the last 7. However, last time they played, October of 21, Bills put hurting on them, 40-0.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
In the rain at home.
And that's all I got on Houston.
I got some stuff on Houston for you, Jim.
Fire away. What do you got?
These are totally ridiculous and irreverent.
All right.
What year did Houston come into being?
2002.
All right. All right, now the questions are a little harder after that one.
All right.
Okay, so with the Texas Rangers winning the World Series,
Oh boy.
That's not football.
Houston becomes the only professional sports team in the state of Texas to not do what?
Win a world championship?
Yep. That was a weird stat.
That was not
Whatever.
hard, though.
Oh, fine. This one's going to be harder. Name the Texans fight song, Jim.
Oh, Jesus. I don't
Because
know.
it's football time in Houston.
I was going to say Bohemian Rhapsody or something.
And, since their inception in 2002, this number was a little higher than I thought. They have this many division championships. Since 2002.
7.
7, exactly 7. Damn it, he's good. When you don't think he's good, he's good.
I got lucky on that one.
Yeah, well, it's a good number to have. Uh-oh, what's the score? 20 to 10. How much time left?
About 10, 7.
All right, you got
All right.
time, James.
Plenty
Have
of
you
time.
ever seen Big Top Pee Wee?
Oh,
Years back. I didn't memorize it, though.
That's from Texas.
ah.
Large Marge.
Oh, no. Now you sound like Jerry Chimuta. What are you doing? Call Large Marge. Anyway, Jim, thank you very much. It was excellent as always. Now we'd like to bring on a first-timer to Live in the Alley.
Wait,
Double A's not here. He has no chair because he didn't bring his stool over.
so he's got to sit on my lap.
But he's got to sit on Josh's lap.
One of
They
these.
sit on. No, he's going to sit there and he's going to
Ah,
lean. There you go.
very
Jacob.
good.
A big round of applause for Jacob Elmer filling in for Double A today. You can play the Q&A Double A song if we want to.
Dubla.
Blah!
He looks so much younger.
Yeah. And he has hair.
No, I don't. Not much.
Oh no! All right.
All right, guys. So
Wait till the song's over. You're not done yet.
Wait for the song. First of all, I'd like to say disavow wife beaters. This is not. This is a
That's right. But we
anti-wife
have to
beater
talk
show.
about it.
We gotta
have
talk
to talk
about it. We
about
gotta
it.
talk about it. All right,
Well,
guys.
yeah, wait a second. The shirt or the people?
The people.
Oh, okay.
Joe Mixon, as you
Sure.
mentioned, Tyreek Hill.
It's a very anti-Tyreek Hill show.
This is an anti-Tyreek Hill show.
Yes.
So speaking of receivers, our first question today is going to be ranking the top 10 wide receivers in the NFL. Easy one. Start you guys off. What are we thinking?
Jefferson.
Jefferson, number 1.
I'd agree.
He's not having the year this year, but I'd say Tyreek Hill would still be up there.
Yeah, Hill's still got to be up there. He's still great.
Yep.
He just doesn't have a quarterback anymore.
No, right.
Right now, nothing, but
The guy leading the league, Nico Collins.
Yep.
Nico Collins.
1000%.
The other guy from
The other guy.
no, he's been
the
good.
other
He's
guy
been
on-
good. Yeah, he's
the other
been
guy's
good.
been really good.
Yeah.
Boy, now it gets a little tough because you put that up against us. Wait a second. Who else?
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee
I'd say
Lamb.
right up
CD.
there.
Yep.
I'd say those are my top four
Yeah,
for sure.
that's about right.
Then it gets blurry.
I'm just trying to go through teams.
Yeah,
and,
same here.
although, like, it depends on
Lot
who's
of
having a
hurt.
good year this year. Like
Right.
Drake London's having a good year. Like he's
Frank
not
London,
bad.
Chris Olave's having a good
Olave
year.
when he's not sick or hurt. Chris Collinsworth, yeah. Let's go with that. Yeah, he was.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Yep. How about
Yeah,
Malik Neighbors? Put
Oh,
Neighbors
Neighbors
up
as a
there
rookie.
already?
Yeah,
as a
absolutely.
rookie. Marvin Harrison yet?
He's getting there.
He's not.
By the
quite
end of the
there.
year,
He's still a rookie.
Right.
By the end of the year, he could be
Yeah.
close. He's
When
got
address
the
this
talent.
later on in the year. Yeah, I'd give
Right,
up
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
He's looking good.
Um.
You got Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown.
What about you? What about the guy from Washington?
McLaurin?
Yeah. Or McLaurin or the other guy who was catching touchdowns for him. I mean, they're good. They're not great, but St. Brown is really good. That's the
St. Brown is really
yeah,
good.
he might be right at. He might be.
You would
number
have
5.
said this before the season. I would have said Garrett Wilson would have been
Yeah.
in the mix. But
Yeah, why not?
He is not
Right.
connecting with Aaron Rodgers.
He's
at all this year.
disappointed big
Yeah.
time there. Do you think they'll go out and get Adams?
That's a lot of. That's a big deal coming up this week.
Yeah.
And trade talks are supposed to intensify this week.
I don't want him to mortgage the whole farm.
Right.
Right.
Because
Well, they
Well,
said.
you already
the
did.
old veterans.
Well, they said that if depending on like if the Raiders agree to eat a lot of his salary, they could up the number for the return, like more draft picks, this or that. But then the incoming team wouldn't have to pay as much salary. Like that's
Should-
where
should
teams
we-
like the
should
Bills
we
can
do
do
it?
it. That's what I mean.
Right. I think if they eat the salary, I'd be willing to give up like a second or third, which is what
Second.
they're asking
Yeah.
for.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. If it's you understand it's a 1-year rental.
Right.
But if it can put us over the hump, I mean, I'll give up anything. You know what I mean?
If you're the Bills and you sit there and say, we really like our receiving core, what we've got.
Right.
But if one move will really, and like with the divisioning opening up, and say the Bills win today and the Jets lose, like with that gap widening, if the Bills were to say, you know what, if we push our chips in a little further with the move for Devontae Adams, that might be worth it.
Right.
Wide receiver.
And a lot of cap opens up for us next year too.
Yeah,
so
I know.
It's
But-
not, yeah.
But the interesting thing to that is the flip to that part is, well, why not just trade for Amari Cooper then?
Right.
Amari Cooper is 18 months younger, has better numbers this year, would cost you a lot less, especially on the salary. Is Adams that much more better? Is he faking a hamstring injury to not play for the
Right.
Raiders right now? I don't
might
know.
be. He might be.
He might be.
He might be.
There's no way he's faking an injury, right? Nah.
It would not shock me.
No.
Antonio Pierce talking about business decisions.
Business decisions, yeah.
People going into business for themselves.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Well, Adams has been quoted as saying he's here for greatness, not wins and losses.
Yes.
And it's like, I want the wins.
Yeah, you don't want Gardner Minshew.
No.
That's not why he came there.
No, exactly.
All right, so I got another one for you guys, a little more lighthearted. Top 5 quarterbacks you'd like to get a beer with.
Top 5. Gardner Minshew might be on
Gardner
that list.
Minshew might be on that
Active-
list.
Like number one, probably.
Yeah, he is probably one.
Active quarterbacks?
Yeah, we talking active or all time?
quarterback, active
okay.
starting
I would
quarterbacks
say
right now.
Minshew's definitely up there.
Oh yeah, how about Baker?
Yes.
Baker.
I like Baker at all aspects. I
Yeah.
miss his commercials.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy.
Joshy.
Joshy.
Josh for
I
sure.
love Joshy.
Um,
I was trying to
I
think.
want Kirk Cousins for some reason.
Really?
No, because I'm like, what's this nerd doing?
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
The dirty
right,
white
right.
guy beer,
It'd be
you know?
interesting.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
a 4th round pick, and I made billions of
Right.
dollars.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
all
he's
right.
a good guy.
Who else could we have a beer with,
trying.
quarterback-wise?
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
I got some guys you
How
wouldn't.
about Tom Brady?
Yeah, it's got to be active.
Right, got to be active. Deshaun
He might be
Watson.
active.
No,
I
I'm not
don't
having
want
a
it.
beer
You're
with
not going to
Deshaun
beer with
Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
I don't know where we're going to end up at the end of the night.
No, that's probably not
You're going to be
great.
exposing yourself.
He's got Robert Kraft on speed dial.
Aaron Rodgers might be annoying. I don't know.
I don't know. That could
Find
go
out.
one or two
It
ways.
could go one or two ways.
Yeah, we just
Find
gotta
out.
leave him. I'm gonna ghost him.
Yeah. Who knows? Absolutely.
Yeah, good enough.
Good stuff. All right, and then a couple of non-football questions. Billy, I know you went to the Sphere
Yes.
this past year to see The Dead.
Yes, sir.
What's your guys' favorite concert you've ever been to?
Favorite concert? Jim?
Got about a top 5, but if I really had to narrow it down, probably before any of you were born, Talking Heads in 1983.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Where was that?
UB Alumni Arena, if you ever seen the movie Stop Making Sense, the live movie, it was that tour.
Nice.
So I saw that whole show.
That's awesome.
Josh?
Garth Brooks,
Oh,
98, I think,
yeah, 98 or 99. Yep.
in Buffalo. Awesome. I went to 2 shows. It was great.
Garth in 15 was pretty great, too.
Well, yep, we went to that too,
Yep.
didn't we?
Yep. I would say, like, based on, like, just being recency biased, like, I gotta stick with
gotta be the
gotta
Sphere,
stick
right?
with the Sphere show because I've never seen anything like that before in that environment. Like, you're in an 18,000 seat arena that's only on one part of the arena, and the rest is just a giant screen, something different every song. The sound was amazing. Yeah, recency bias puts me at that show because it was so different than anything I've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely.
Well worth it.
My best, most recent, 2019, The Who, Buffalo Arena with the Buffalo Philharmonic.
Ooh, wow.
They opened up with all the Tommy stuff with the Philharmonic, then they did like all their old stuff. Then they came back, finished up all Quadrophenia with the Philharmonic.
That's awesome.
Oh, get over here!
John says Elvis
You mean
63.
Elvis Presley?
All the women feed.
Oh, man.
Wait, what's that? Scott's a music man. What about you, Scott?
Best concert you've ever seen?
The Ramones at the Salt. All right, awesome. Jake, what about you? Have you been to shows? Have you
Yeah, I
been to
am.
shows?
I was born in 03, so a lot of those shows I wasn't around for, but I
A lot of them.
but,
Couldn't make it.
No, I couldn't make it, but I saw Zach Bryan, his second show this tour at KeyBank.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
He's been
Great
like
show.
he's been like the
fantastic.
hit of the year.
Yeah,
the
he's
last
been
year.
so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
it was a great time. All right, my last one is there a food that if I gave you a $20 bill, put the food in front of you, say you eat this food for $20, you wouldn't do it? I think my answer is no. I don't think I could think of a food that I wouldn't eat for $20. Now I'm a poor college student who needs
That's
20
fine.
bucks. But what do you guys think?
When you get some couth, you'll understand.
Yeah.
Anchovies.
Anchovies? Nothing.
No dice.
40 bucks? Nothing. Oh, yeah.
Peanut butter for me. You
What?
put peanut butter in front of
Peanut
Oh, God,
butter?
ew. Ugh. We just had this discussion
That's
earlier.
insane.
You put peanut butter in front of me, not a chance. And I'm not allergic. It's just disgusting.
What about crunchy peanut butter?
Disgusting. You can't put an adjective in front of it and make it any different. Peanut butter,
How about extra crunchy peanut butter?
Have you had the honey peanut butter? Honey peanut
it
butter?
says peanut butter in the label. It's not happening.
The new peanut butter tequila that they got?
No, I won't try it.
I'm going with the anchovies.
Really good.
Jimmer.
Anchovies, that's a
Double
good one.
anchovies and peanut butter. Wow, yeah.
Put
And
them
as a
on.
poor college
I would eat
As a
pretty
poor
much
college,
anything.
Jake is
yeah.
he's putting anchovies in the peanut butter.
In the peanut butter.
For $10, not 20.
Correct.
He's going for
exactly.
Extra crunchy
I'll give you
anchovy.
$5
Yeah.
back.
Yes.
it. All right.
Thank you guys.
Perfect. Hey, they're good, Jake?
Yeah.
Right, they're still
Thank
here.
you.
Don't
Appreciate
move.
you guys
Let's
for
do
staying.
some
We got
quick
picks.
picks. Oh,
All
yeah.
right,
Great
yeah.
job
I'm
filling in.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Aaron, you heard it here first. Anyway, it's time for quick picks.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for quick picks.
So the way this is going to go, Jake, is I'm going to pull a game. Jimmer's going to tell us about the game.
Okay.
He's going to make his pick, and then then it goes right to you, and we go down the line this way.
Perfect.
All right? So we're going to start out with Carolina at Chicago.
Chicago is giving 4.
Oh, Erica, go ahead, walk right in front.
Make sure you wave.
There's Erica.
Hey, Erica.
After scoring 13 points in their first 2 games and switching to Andy Dalton at quarterback, Carolina averages 30 points per game. Going back to last season, Chicago has covered their last 4 games as a favorite. I'm going with the Bears.
Yeah, I got the Bears as well.
Yeah, Bears.
I'm going with Carolina. I think Chicago is too up and down right now, and I think Dalton, being the salty veteran out there, can find a way to make it work.
All right.
You might. Can I take mine back?
You've never done this. But yes, you can.
I'm gonna take it back.
Okay.
For some reason, Carolina is gonna win 3 games this year, and this will be
This will
one.
be one of them?
Yeah.
I like Chicago's defense a lot. I don't
I
think they can throw. I think Andy Dalton's different than the Raiders.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's fair.
Fucking Ravens beat the Raiders.
I know, right?
Speaking of Raiders, Baltimore at Cincinnati. Fooled you.
Cincinnati is getting 2.5. Cincinnati 1-5 against the spread their last season versus divisional opponents. Lamar Jackson 8-2 in his career versus Cincinnati. Baltimore.
Line scares me, but I think it's Baltimore. They're gonna run all over them. That defense is bad.
Yeah, Cincinnati, you're exactly right.
Yeah, they're gonna do what they did to the Bills.
Yeah.
Once again, with recency bias, I'm going with Baltimore looks really good right now. And they lost 2 games, but you go against the Bills, and I don't care if the game was home. I mean, they put a thrashing to the Bills, which I still think the Bills are good. And Baltimore wiped them out. So, yeah, I got to go
agree, I'd
Baltimore.
agree.
All right, interdivisional game here. I don't know how to call them both lowly or what the hell is going on with both of them right now. Miami at New England.
New England is getting 1 point. I would not expect a shootout as we have the team who was last in scoring in Miami versus the team who was second to last in New England.
Who'd have thought you'd say that at this point in the season?
New England, yeah, but Miami, no way.
No, right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Miami.
Miami is 0-4 against the spread this season. I'm going with New England at home.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go New England. Miami couldn't score on Tennessee last week, and New England's defense is actually there, at least.
Right.
But I don't want to watch that game. I don't know about you guys.
Nobody wants to watch that.
And this is gonna be a 2-2 tie.
Hey!
2-2 tie.
2 safeties. 1 for each team.
I'm only saying this just to flip the script a little bit. I'll take Miami on the road because both these teams are bad enough that I don't
Anything
know.
could happen.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Cleveland at Washington.
Washington is giving 3. Washington has back-to-back games where they've scored at least 38 points.
Yeah, that's wow.
Last time they did that, 1991.
Oh,
What happened that year?
they were
Washington
good.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm going
I
Washington.
know, Jimmer.
Yeah.
Got to go Washington. Their offense is unbelievable right now. Jaden Daniels in the MVP talk. Cleveland, poverty right now. They're terrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I'm with you.
Yeah.
pretty easy.
Cleveland's defense might be one of the more disappointing stories of the
Yes.
season
They
heading
have
in.
Yes,
the best
absolutely.
names on
They
defense.
do. Miles Garrett is
Yep.
all world. They are just disappointing on defense.
Yeah.
They are not anything what they were supposed to be. I'll go. Yeah, go Washington.
Yeah.
All across the board.
And, of course, Washington will lose.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. Indy at Jacksonville. Who's starting at quarterback for Indy today?
Well, Jacksonville is giving 3, and Indy is without Jonathan Taylor.
Yes.
Anthony Richardson was listed as questionable,
He's
but
out.
it's not good. Yeah, right. It's not expected to play.
So it's Flacco?
Yeah.
Well, quick. Name the quarterback with the longest active streak of games played with throwing multiple touchdown passes.
Flacco.
Exactly. 6 in a row. That leads the league.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going Jacksonville. Gets
Yeah.
their first win.
I agree. I think it's a get-right game for Jacksonville. 0-4, back against the wall.
At home.
the
Got to
schneid.
do a divisional game. Yeah. If they lose, I mean, it's theirs.
It's their fault.
It's bad going on.
Yeah,
there,
Well,
yeah.
someone's getting fired.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Someone's getting fired. And it's not me.
No.
Because I do this
As far
for
as we
free.
know.
It might be me because I'm taking Indy in a freak game.
Oh.
It could be one of those freak games. Uh-oh, what happened over there?
What do we got
PI in the end zone.
PI in the end zone.
for Jet?
Jets.
So Minnesota
Oh, man.
first and goal. That's first and goal.
2010?
All right.
Yeah.
20 to 10?
6 minutes. First and goal.
All right, in the 4 o'clock slate, because Andy Bones here, we're going to go right to Vegas at Denver.
Denver giving 2.5 against the Broncos. The Raiders have won 8 straight and covered 12 of the last 13. 7 starters are out for the Raiders. Give me the Broncos.
Yeah, I like the Broncos a lot. Defense is incredible. They rush 5, play man with Surtain on the back.
Yeah, and Surtain's awesome.
He should get Defensive Player of the Year looks. He's
Yeah.
He
phenomenal.
certainly should.
Broncos. Broncos.
But I'm going to take the Raiders because they always, somehow they always beat a good team, right?
Yes, they beat Baltimore
They
this
beat
year.
I'm
Baltimore.
sorry, Andy. Go Jays.
All right, going with
Who, Wilson?
I'll go with Denver. Whatever.
Has Garrett Wilson scored this year?
Michelle, hurry not
No, he
taking
has
pictures
not.
of your baby boy over here on TV. Come on. It's just all mental pictures?
Mental.
All right. Speaking of mental, Arizona at 49ers.
49ers giving 7. Biggest spread of the day, part 1. Arizona's 3-13 in the past 16 road games. 3-12 against the spread in their last 15 divisional games. Give me San Fran.
Yeah, I mean, it's San Fran. I like Arizona to cover, though, +7. Their offense can score. But
I was going the other way with that.
what do you think?
I think the Niners just going to
out.
wax them.
It's just
Yep.
a route.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Hey, Foster's here. Hi, Josh.
Hi. Who's hurt for the Niners?
Everybody. Actually, no, they've got
they're all
quite a few
serious.
people
Debo
back.
back?
McCaffrey's still out.
Still McCaffrey
Yeah.
is pretty much the only one, but everybody else is.
Debo's back?
Yep.
And Kittle, right?
Yeah, they both played last week.
Oh, wow, yeah.
All right, I'm going to give it to the Niners.
I'll give it to the Niners.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I
they're
think
gonna
that Arizona will give them a game.
They did. San Fran did try to give a little bit of that game away against New England last week. They
Yes,
were
they did.
dominant the whole game.
I mean, they just got blown out by the Vikings 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago. I mean,
All right, Green Bay at La. I don't know which La it is.
That'd be La, as in the Rams, who are getting 3. Green Bay head coach Matt LaFleur, 4-0 all-time versus Rams head coach Sean McVay. Green Bay safety Xavier McKinney, in his first year with the Packers, has 1 interception in every game this season.
Wow.
First player to do that since Otis Smith of the Jets in '95.
Oh, of course it's a Jets stat.
You still got your Otis Smith jersey?
You got yours?
It's hanging
You
up at
probably
home.
do.
I'm going Green Bay.
yeah, Green Bay's going to dominate. The Rams are depleted. Their defense stinks. Give me Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, LA, kind of the lack of better team,
Oh, they're
shot their
injured
load,
as
whatever you
well.
want to say,
Yeah,
a couple
you
weeks
feel bad
ago
for
against
them,
the
yeah.
Niners. I think Green Bay's a pretty good team. I mean,
Right.
they lost on the road to a really good team in Minnesota last
Yes.
week. So, yeah, I'll take them. All right, Giants at Seattle.
Seattle giving 7. Biggest spread of the week, part 2. After allowing a total of 43 points against in their first 3 games. Seattle's D won last week versus Detroit without 5 starters, led up 42. This week, they're only down 2 starters, so give me the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks are pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean, Daniel Jones has a couple games where he gets lucky, throws it up to neighbors 4 or 5 times, and, they stay in games, but I don't think they're really any good.
No.
You're 100% right.
Yeah, Devin Witherspoon, phenomenal football player on the Seahawks. So good. Love watching him play.
Seattle in a double-digit loss.
Poor Dable.
Whoa.
That's all I got to say.
Whoa,
Poor
digit
Dable
loss?
taking that.
No.
job.
I'm saying Seattle on Monday night.
Oh.
in a double-digit loss
To Detroit.
had 38 first downs, the most by any team since
Wow.
2010. 38. The record's 40.
That's crazy.
Like, that was insane. They didn't look bad.
No, not at
Detroit
all.
just looked like a machine.
Yeah.
Seattle, I think Geno's got them rolling. They have good receivers. They have multiple good receivers, multiple good running backs. And this is
Yes.
a team that everybody thought was going to be like a layover from the Pete Carroll teams of just all like smash mouth kind of football. And they can kind of do everything. I think Seattle's going to win this game, and I think they're not even a dark horse anymore in the NFC. I think they can be a legitimate contender in the West.
Absolutely.
With the
Geno
49ers.
Smith. Geno's been fantastic.
They play, and Seattle and San Fran play Thursday night.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
So there's
That's awesome.
If both these teams win, that's a pretty good,
It's a huge game.
big game Thursday night.
I'll find out what happens Friday morning.
Yeah, tonight's game, Dallas at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh is giving 2.5. Dallas played the Thursday night game in Week 4. Their last 4 games after playing with extra rest, they are 4-0 against the spread. However, they're going to be without defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence and linebacker Micah Parsons, so I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Lawrence is on the IR, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Parsons is a big loss, a tough game. I feel like you look at this game before the season, it's Dallas all the way.
Right.
Crush them, right?
Yeah.
But the way Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh's
started,
been
you don't
good.
know.
Yeah, I mean they just lost to
Pittsburgh's
Indy.
Pittsburgh.
I'm going Dallas here. I think it's just a better team. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. I don't see Justin Fields getting through.
I'm going with Pittsburgh. Those idiots are going to find a way to win.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
I'm
That-
going-
that stupid defense.
Yeah.
That is great. you
Right.
know?
I'm going with a tie. I cannot pick Dallas. We know this. And Pittsburgh, Fields last week kind of showed against Indy that, if you get to him a little bit, he can be. He's good. He's had a good
Yeah, he
year.
was good
They're
last
3-1.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. So a tie.
Tie works.
Yeah. 17-17. Monday Night Football. It could either be a blowout or a really curious matchup. KC's won a lot. Obviously, all 4 games have been very close this year. The Saints dropped what? The Saints have 1 loss or 2?
2.
2. Oh, and they lost at the whistle against Atlanta last Sunday.
Yep.
I don't think they're bad. New Orleans at KC Monday night.
KC is giving 5.5. You mentioned
That's a big spread.
close games. KC is 4-0, but they have trailed by at least 7 in all 4 games. Coming into this week, Saints have scored most points in the league. New Orleans 7-1 against the spread. Last 8 games as a road underdog. Give me KC to win, but by 2, 3, something
the
like
Saints
that.
will cover?
Yes.
I agree. I got the Saints to cover. They can score points. No Rashee Rice. It's going to be, a close 2-3 touchdown game. I think the Chiefs probably win because they always do.
Right.
But I'll take the Saints to cover.
Yeah, Kansas City's going to win, but I'm so mad about it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to do it in a dirty way
Right.
somehow.
Think about it, though.
So, the Swifties are going to catch a touchdown. Whatever, it's...
But if you think about how they're like last week against the Chargers, I don't think KC won the game. I think the Chargers lost the game.
Yes.
I think in the Baltimore was the same way. I think a lot of the KC, I'm not saying they're getting lucky. They have Patrick Mahomes. You're going to be just fine
Yes.
with Patrick Mahomes at all times. I hope it's a close game because if it's a close game, that gives the Saints a chance. And the Saints, 2-2, maybe better as a 3-1 team. I mean, they lost to Atlanta, who Atlanta has looked bad or really good. They come
The
back.
quarterback is Derek Carr.
He lifts
He's
the
been
city
good.
up.
He's looked good.
He lifts the city up.
He
Lead the
was
league in
good.
scoring.
Yeah.
No homicides in New Orleans
That's-
when they're winning.
The lowest homicide rate,
Yeah.
18 years in the Crescent City.
And then they lose, and there was a murder the next day.
Ah, see? That's what
happens,
happens.
yeah.
Wait a second. What's this? Before we pick the Bills game, we have to do a shot ski?
Yeah.
All right. Uh-oh. How does this work? What's in there?
Yeah, I guess tell me
Doesn't
what it is
smell like
first.
tequila.
Why do I have to get up?
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. All right, how do we do this? 3, 2, 1 or what?
I think
3,
we
2,
got to
1.
dunk down a little bit.
3, 2, 1, go Bills! That's the best tasting whatever I've ever had.
That's fantastic.
Thanks to Mike Edwards. All right, the shot ski. All righty, now we can pick the Bills. Jim?
The who?
The Bills. Or as
right.
Solomon Wilcots would say, the
Beals.
Beals.
The Beals.
But number 1.
Houston is giving 1. Houston this year is 0-3-1 against the spread, 0-2 at home. Houston, when they win close. They lose, they get blown out. I just think the Bills have too many injuries on defense. I'm going Houston 24, Buffalo 23.
This is the first time
Hey,
Jim
Jimmer.
has picked against the Bills.
Why don't you go yourself?
Go Texan yourself.
No, I think
first-
it's the Bills. I mean, obviously, I'm going to go Bills here, but the injuries aside, Houston has not looked great this year. Josh is just such a game breaker. I think that defense isn't that good. I think we'll score at least 25, 27, holding the 15.
If you score, I mean, on average, you score 26 points a game, more than likely you're going to win.
Yeah.
What did the Bills not do last week for the first time this year? Score 26 points a game.
Yep.
So I think that's a one-off.
Their defense gave up a lot, but our defense is still good. I don't care. I could be playing. You could be playing.
Right.
Like, we're pretty good on defense.
And Bernard's back.
Bernard's back. That's a huge thing.
Yeah, that's huge.
I got 25-2.
Ah!
Oh, safety, though?
Punt
Garbage
block?
time safety.
Punt block safety? I mean,
Well, I'm not quite sure.
2 extra points.
Yeah, you'll get that.
I'll go with, I'm going to leave the same way. The Bills' defensive backfield is suspect depending on where you look at it. But Christian Benford and Rasul Douglas have been nothing but excellent this year.
Oh, absolutely.
And with 3 legitimate receiving threats, you're going to bag them with these 2 guys. You're going to have 1 guy floating around. But if Bernard is back in the middle to help out, that's an upgrade over your Bale Inspector.
Yep.
We get to see what Cole Bishop brings to the team today with Taylor Rapp being out. Josh Allen, not an interception yet, so I hope he throws it on the first drive and gets it over with.
That's what I was thinking last
It's
game.
going to happen.
Yeah.
Speaking of Josh Allen, Bills, guys didn't see this. He hasn't thrown an interception yet.
Longest streak.
If he doesn't today, longest streak in Bills franchise history.
Yep. And longest streak for Josh
Franchise
Allen
history.
already
Wow.
at 4 games. So
I would have said it with like 3 quarters.
that was the Jets game last year.
3 quarters. How about $1?
31-21 Bills. Just keep everybody in front of you on defense. Don't allow the big play. They allowed the big play last week. We got burned for it. So
Who's going off today? Cook?
this is the Dalton Kincaid game.
going off?
Dalton Kincaid.
This is the
I'll
Dalton
take that.
Kincaid. Stop it, Jim. Wrong team.
Wrong team.
So this is the Dalton Kincaid game.
Bungawali.
Yeah, you say that 3 times fast. So no, for me it's the Kincaid game.
Okay. I heard you.
I think he's going to be just fine. I think this is the time you need to use him though. Like let's exploit him because he is really good.
Yes.
And they might not be that good, the Texans. They're not as good as they looked towards the end of the year last year. So let's go.
Look for Tyrell Shavers
good
out there
paper.
today.
Yeah, Shavers could be
Shavers
the
is
get with
activated.
Shakir
He's
out.
really good.
He could be the slot guy.
Yes, he will be. He'll get some catches too.
All right, big thanks to everybody. Joe Gould, the tailgate party.
Hey.
Let's
Go, Buffalo!
Jake, I hope you do better next time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jacob Albert. Go, Bills!